This document links to the Functions and Equations topic of the Maths IB Higher Level course, where it looks at sums and products of roots of polynomials. There's two sections to this document. We can look at a process that requires a CAS handheld, but if your students don't have a CAS handheld and just a numeric Inspire, then go to page 2.1. Anyway, what effectively has happened, this allows students to generate different polynomials. To give you an idea of the process going on, first of all, a set of coefficients are determined, and we've just gone for the integer values from 1 to 10. We then pick a random sample and effectively mix up these 10 numbers into a random order. We then construct a polynomial based upon those random coefficients with different powers of 10. So if I go for probability of 5x, then I get this polynomial here, and you'll see that the coefficients of 2, 4, 5, 3, 10 and 6 are 2, 4, 5, 3, 10 and 6. So that random sample of the coefficients generates different polynomial functions. With that polynomial function on display, we can then just get it to work out the poly roots, and there's a whole bunch of real and imaginary roots there, and we then simply do the sum of them and the product of them. And so that process students could work through themselves, and it would be simply a case of generating all those things manually. However, most students are probably just interested in trying to derive what is the connection between the sum and the product of the roots and the original polynomial function. So if we go to page 2.1, that whole process has been automated, and there's a command called all steps. And so simply what a student would do on page 2.1 is they would press var, they would access all steps, and if they wanted a cubic, they would do all steps 3. The syntax for this is actually explained just at the very top of the page there. So if I wanted a cubic, I would just do all steps 3. What it does is it randomly generates a cubic in the same fashion as you saw on the previous page. There it is on display, 9x cubed plus 10x squared plus 4x plus 2. And with that cubic, it works out the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. And the students may start to already determine what the connection might be between the starting polynomial and these summary statistics. All steps, we can go up to a polynomial of degree 8 if we wish. There it is there in all its glory. And again, we can get the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. And the students start to possibly pick out the numbers. And that's the reason why all the coefficients were chosen to be different, so that there is a greater chance of students picking the connection and spotting the connection themselves, which they can then go on and demonstrate algebraically later. That's it. That's all it does.